Hey, I got Curse here, back with another video. This is going to be a quick stir-up guide, or I say quick, it might be kind of long, but I'll try to keep it pretty quick. If you like the content, like, comment, subscribe would be greatly appreciated. But, so, one of the best pieces of advice for stir-up I could give you would be bring armor, like, bring like a Gen 4 and like a flippin' Maska, and run in with like your pistol, because that's like the easiest way to like get a fighting chance with a worse weapon is better armor within reason. And you'll just like stomp anyone that showed up unprepared within reason unless you just totally mess up. But apart from that, it would be a good idea to look at Stirrup as a good reason to pick a pistol that you want to get good with, ideally a good pistol like the 5.7, and get really, really good with it. And the reason why is because at some point in the future, they're going to buff sidearms and to the point where you can draw them more reliably. And since like the introduction, this is only the first iteration of like weapon jams, weapon malfunctions and stuff like that. So later on, your pistol skills are actually going to be really helpful. So there's like a really good like proving grounds for you to actually develop skills with a specific pistol and get good with it. Some advice I would say for shooting pistols would be there's like two different types of shooting a pistol that I would kind of categorize it into, and it's like you're either only looking for the one taps on like the headshots, or you're like laying down blanketed fire, and you want your blanketed fire to be as accurate as possible. And more or less you're just going to be mixing these two. Like you're going to try to go for the one shots, but then like you're not always going to hit them, so they're going to want to go for accurate blanketing fire. And one of the best ways you can do that is with this particular gun build, which I'll show. The sight kind of helps because you can look at that dot, and whenever you shoot, that dot will come back onto target. And then as soon as like you can visually see that dot back on the target, then that's whenever you can shoot. And then you don't want to shoot too slow, but you don't want to shoot too fast. And like, so that's a good way to just like really hit where I want to hit, even at further ranges, and still shoot pretty close. And then like the closer they are, the faster you can shoot within reason. So that's definitely will be helpful with getting good with the pistol. So you're definitely going to want to pick a good pistol. I chose the Glock. The 9mm ammo is pretty underwhelming. You probably would prefer to go with the 5.7 because you're mainly looking for ammo types, and the 5.7 is just way better. But this one is kind of like a budget build and it's cheap. And I was running Luger CCI and basically just going for headshots. The X400 Lite, it already has a rail on there. So, and then the X400 Lite is only like 10K once you unlock it from the traders, and you can like buy them pretty cheap. In general, you don't really want to be investing in your sidearm if it's just your sidearm, but whenever it is your like primary weapon, then it is somewhat worth it to invest in. But you're gonna get like diminishing returns, so you can spend a lot of money on your pistol and it not be that much better, or you can spend a little bit of money and it'd be way better. And so this is just like one of the iterations. I really like this sight in general. This is the Dead Ringer Snake Eye rear sight with the Snake Eye front sight, and then the light, and then we just got the big stick in there, and I'm running two big sticks, the 33 round mags, and then like the 17 rounder that it came with, and then I was running like 50 Luger CI ammo in my container. And so that was pretty much like the majority of what I did. I did try to run it down with some armor, like some really good armor, but I kind of just messed it up. And mainly I just spent enough time practicing with the weapons so I could be good at it, especially using this technique, and then like going for the headshots. Because the thing is, whenever you land those headshots, they're just gonna drop like that unless they have a face shield, right? So or you could shoot them like 20 times in the chest, and like they'll die eventually, right? So it's like obviously whenever you got the pistol, that's what you're looking for, because it's just instant. You're just like bam, right? You might just have a pistol, but you could just drop them immediately. And then so you're not always gonna land that first shot or whatever. So then just follow it up with like reliable shots. And that's really what you're looking for. And then if they have like a face shield, then go for the leg shots, and just know that you pretty much already lost the fight. But if you can find a way to isolate a leg and shoot them like 8 times, you'll drop anybody. Yeah, so that's like pretty much sums up my stirrup guide. Hopefully it helps you. I would definitely see it as good practice for whenever sidearms become more relevant, because with weapon malfunctions and whatnot, and it like the mechanic of actually drawing your sidearm is very very quick in real life, especially if you train for it and like you're supposed to do that. So they I don't know for sure if it's going to happen, but it definitely seems like it will. So it's definitely good to prepare for that, I would say. But yeah, thanks for checking out the content. I'll catch you on the next one.